Okay, the next repair item that we're going to go through on a Myron Ultrameter is replacing the pH sensor and doing a battery swap. The two tools you will need: number 2 Phillips screwdriver and a 1/4 inch box wrench. That's it. First thing you'll want to do, remove the pH sensor cap and dump out any storage solution that is in there. It should be full. So we'll dump that out. Again, ensuring that you have a clean environment. I'll set this upside down on my paper towel and remove the 4 screws from the bottom. Set the lid off to the side, and here is the inside of the Ultrameter board. One thing you want to be careful of, making sure you have clean hands and clean environment. Exposing the circuit board to any grease or dirt can eventually lead to corrosion. So the first thing we'll do is change the pH sensor. So you take your 1/4 inch wrench. You want to try and touch the board as little as possible. So I'll grab onto the case here and simply loosen the pH sensor electrode connectors. Once you have those loose, you can pull them up out of the way, and you will see a blue tab that locks the pH sensor in. You want to gently pull that back, allowing it to pop out of the hole securing it in there. You will notice a visible pop once you pull that back, and gently tug back and forth, wiggling it back and forth until the pH sensor becomes removed. Once that's done, you will then move on to replacing your pH sensor. Okay, so we've pulled our old pH sensor out. Once you pull that out, you will also notice an orange O-ring down there at the bottom. Go ahead and remove that. Each new sensor comes with a new O-ring. So we'll pull that out of there. And I'll discard both of these. My new sensor and my new O-ring. First, you want to use your finger to guide that orange O-ring down into the cell cup. On the sensor itself, you will notice a ridge across the top, as well as a groove within where the sensor will sit. You'll want to line those two up, and using the base of your palm or thumbs, press that sensor straight down until you hear an audible click, signaling that that's locked the sensor in. There was my click. One thing you also want to make sure when doing this, flip it back over and ensure that that orange O-ring has not been pinched or sticking out anywhere, thereby eliminating the seal that it creates. Everything looks good there. So I'll flip it back over. Hook my electrode wires back in. Again, as you can see, I'm touching the board as little as possible. And once I have these hand tight, take my 1/4 inch wrench and just snug them up. That's good and tight, and that's good and tight. And now our pH sensor has been replaced. It's important to note that once you've closed the back end up, you do want to go through the calibration process of your new sensor to ensure its accuracy. One last thing you'll want to do prior to closing this unit up, since you have it open, you may as well replace the battery while you're in here. The easiest way to do that, hold the sides, grab the battery, pull the battery out, put your new battery back in. Again, noticing that I've touched the board as little as possible. The last thing that I will do prior to closing this unit up is I'm going to wipe the seal off with a little bit of alcohol, just to ensure no dirt has gotten on there. So again, I'll take a Q-tip, some isopropyl alcohol, and just go around the edge of where the seal sits, just wiping that off, cleaning that off a little bit. Once that's complete, take my cap, get that back on, and you want to tighten up the 4 bolts in a star pattern. I will usually tighten each one, snug it up a little bit, and then move on to the next one, but going in a star pattern to ensure an even seat on the unit. Once that's done, flip your unit over. Again, go through your calibration process on the pH sensor, and then remember to rinse it out and fill it with pH ORP sensor storage solution. Put the cap back on, and you're ready to go.